guys have been asking for these for a long time, and they're finally here. These are the Tacoma Lifestyle Fang lights for the 4th gen Tacoma. So this right here comes factory on the Tacoma. That will pop out, and ours will replace perfectly in that same spot. So all 3 of these are identical in function and spec, but here's the 3 styles. Over here we have the RTX style Fang light, the LTX, and the ITX Fang light. So these will function as a DRL running light and a sequential turn signal. All 3 of these styles have the option to be a white or amber DRL. On the back, we've added this switch in this waterproof housing. That will allow you to switch from white or amber DRL with the flip of the switch, no extra wiring, no hassle. You could wake up one day and decide to be white DRL, or wake up the next and have it be amber DRL. This was a huge part of our project, was to fix the wiring nightmare. You will literally plug this into your headlight, and this will plug into your OEM harness, and it'll run down directly to the Fang. No more fuse box issues, no more having to run wires around your engine bay. That will be all the wiring, one for each Fang. Super simple, like 10-minute wiring install. We're gonna install these ones today, but the install is the exact same for all 3. Now there are 2 different ways you can technically install this. You can remove your whole front end and have a really easy look at the Fang lights, or if you'd rather not remove your entire front end, you can reach up from the wheel well, pop these clips out of the back of this, and pop ours in and have no issue at all. We're going to be removing the full grille so we can show you guys what it looks like. And the process of removing the full front end will be a little different because I have this full front bumper. But for you guys, if you find any video showing you how to remove the front end, it'll match that exactly. So on a factory truck, this will be a little different because you won't have a bumper, but there'll be a couple bolts down here that'll remove the fender liner inside your fender. If you can get that removed and pull it back, you'll have a clear shot up to reach your hand up and hit these fenders with your hand, and you'll just need to pop a couple clips off the back of the Fang insert. Then our Fang insert with the light will pop in, and you'll be able to do the wiring from just opening the hood, so it won't be a big issue. First, let's get this aftermarket bumper off of my truck, and then we'll explain a little more how to get the front end off. So we got our front bumper off, but for any factory truck, there's going to be bolts along here that hold the fender liner, that follow the fender curve. You're going to want to take all those off. And then this will pop out right here. And your fender will pop out and allow you to kind of pull all of this from under your headlight, this body line, all the way to the front grille after we get a couple more bolts undone. So there'll be some bolts right here. If you're really from the factory, you'll have bolts along the bottom. You'll see they're pretty obvious. I think there's 8 of them. And then there's some bolts up top that we'll show you, because I still have those, that will remove your grill, and all of this, your grill and everything, will come off really easily. You'll have to undo your sensors. There's a plug on the back of your sensor. You'll just have to undo those. There's 4 sensors along the front, and then there is the kind of the sensor garnish plug up here. So total of 5 sensors you'll have to unplug, and then you should be able to pull everything apart. So there will be, first there'll be this engine cover that'll have some clips. Mine has been trimmed to fit a winch, but there'll be some clips here and clips up here on the front end that you'll just want to remove. Pull that engine cover off, and then there'll be 3 bolts, one over here, one in the middle, and one on the other headlight, 10 millimeters. You will just undo those, save them because you'll need them to put it back in, and then you'll be able to reach down and get the active air dam plug. That needs to be unplugged as well as the sensor garnish plug down here at the bottom, which will be semi-hard to reach, but you'll have to reach in and just unplug it. So I still have 1 bolt holding my fender right here, so I've got to get that undone. And then there will be 3 more, either a mixture of bolts and clips that you'll have to get out, just enough to get this fender liner loose. So once you get that out, you'll be able to kind of pull your fender, and it's just got clips. It'll come out. You don't need to take it all the way off, just enough to get this part to pop out away from the headlight. And so once you get everything unplugged and all the bolts out, you should be able to lift up and pull your entire front end off. Okay, so we've got the whole front end on the table here. This is cut off of mine, so it'll actually be a lot longer right here for you guys. And then you'll be able to see the fang and all the different little clips on the backside. It'll make it super easy to get this undone. If you're gonna do it without taking the grill off, this is what you'll be looking for. You should be able to reach up and actually just push these with your finger or with a pry tool or something and get that fang out without taking your front end off. But if you're having struggles with that, you might as well take the front end off, get everything in there nice and perfect fitment, and then we can go from there. So each of these will have a clip, and you will just want to use a pry tool, get it to go back and into that slot so that it frees the clip. So this is what the fang will look like. There'll be 1, 2, 5 total clips. You'll just use a pry tool, pop this clip back and down, and then you move on to the next. Then you'll have your OEM fang piece out. Yours will not look like this, is because I've cut a lot of my truck, but this is where that other insert will go. On the fangs, they do have an L and an R for left and right. You will know the orientation as if you're looking at the truck. So left side will be driver side. So once you have that OEM fang out, you'll just feed the wire through this big hole, and then this will fit in the exact same slots as that OEM fang. So you'll line it up, and everything will just click into the original place. If you don't want to have to reach back up and hit the switch, you can decide your color right now. If the switch is to the left, it'll be white. Super simple, you can just click the switch to the right and it'll be amber. Once you have the driver's side in, that is fully installed. We'll do the wiring after you put the grill back on, and we'll get the passenger side. This harness is the only thing you need to wire up these fang lights. For the driver's side, if you have a factory air intake, you'll just have to pop off that little front piece so you can reach behind the headlight. But this will plug into the main headlight wiring. So this plugs into the headlight side of the wiring, and then this other piece, the female, plugs into the factory harness. So you'll find your factory headlight wiring. You will unplug that. That is what the wiring should be, a 3-prong. You'll plug in this harness, super simple, plugs directly into the OEM. And then this piece is the same as the factory piece, and that will then plug into your actual headlight, just like that. So it'll create a splice Y in the headlight harness, and then you'll take this tail end that plugs into the fang light, run it right past the headlight. There's an opening that'll run straight past the headlight and pop down to here. And I would just leave that dangling so that when we put the front end back on, you're able to plug the fang light into that. Super simple. You'll do the same thing on the driver's side. You'll find that same clip, plug in our harness, and then plug the other side directly into the headlight. Then this wire can, same thing, run right here. You can see right where this headlight mount is. Okay, that is all you need to do to actually get them installed. Once you've got both sides popped in, you will take the grill, the whole front end, and put it back on exactly how we took it off. The one thing I will say is when you do it, gravity will help, but make sure this wire is dangling downward, and then you can see where the headlight part is. You won't be able to see this as well because you'll have your front end, but from the back side of this fender, you should be able to reach up and plug these in, no problem, and also reach the switch to decide the color. This will just click back in, no screws or anything, and then you will just want to line up on your fender these tabs. They'll go back in the slots, and then everything should click back together and you can start doing up the bolts. Once you get everything done up, you'll have both these wires dangling. From behind the fender right here, you should easily be able to reach in, plug this in, and then at the same time you can reach behind the fender and click the different colors. So right now you can just lock your car and double check, but we'll turn the car on, see what color it is, and then obviously decide if you want white or amber. So even on the white setting, the turn signal will always be amber. And then, for example, the amber setting, the turn signal will again be amber. Let's get our bumper back on and everything bolted back in the same way we took it off, and we'll be good to go. Once we've got all the bottom bolts put in, these will be the last 3 bolts you'll do. So we'll just start them with our hand and then everything done back up. We will put the bumper back on and then see how it looks. Okay, we got everything back together. The fangs look awesome. And with that, the install's good.